Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. I feel like that intro might have been a little bit weird, because my music was blaring really loudly when I started doing that intro. So, it's very funny. I started doing the World of Horror comeback, the day before the Final Fantasy XIV patch. So then, obviously, after that, it was, literally nothing. And then I recorded, 4 episodes of Dog Witch, and I was like, hell yeah, these are going to be uploading on time, as regular as is. Well, hold on, let me check what characters we played recently. Don't worry, we're going to be playing World of Horror more, so if I just pick, Miku or Jury or something, don't be too mad, alright? Well, I know, it's like, oh, Webweaver, you're picking the 50th or 80th Jury run, and the 120th Miku run. But, yeah. It looks like, Jury and Kairi, so it's looks like we're a little overdue for a Miku run, huh? Haven't played Miku in, 1 month? Don't look at the fact that we haven't played any other character in over a month. Minus, Kairi and, Jury. But, yeah, I was doing that intro when, my unbeatable OST was blaring. I haven't played the game yet. I really should. I really want to. But let's just do a little quick Miku run as a treat. A little holiday Miku run as a treat, huh? Little holiday Miku run as a treat? Let's do a little Herald of the Shattered Court, why not? Ill-fated Herald of the Shattered Court. Okay, this could get interesting very quickly, and by that I mean it could snowball absolutely not in our favor. And by the way, I've done a lot of recording because this was a problem that I only had when I was recording World of Horror, but I used to basically exclusively record World of Horror, right? We had the Bazaar breaks and we had, the Dog Witch breaks, but, why the hell did I do that? I don't know why I did that. This is gonna be... Actually, no, we have the police station. It'll be fine. We have the police station. It'll be fine. I do like folklore studies. I do like strength. Those are all good things that are happening in our life right now. But, I can already tell that this is going to be way too scatterbrained to have a coherent anecdote, so I do apologize in advance. But, yeah, I was just kind of listening to really loud music when I did my intro, and I'm usually used to, hearing myself speak when I do the intro. So it's I feel like maybe the intro is kind of cooked. But we did our Shiikawa return tour. We did that right before the Final Fantasy XIV patch. And it wasn't an even patch. Or it wasn't an odd patch, I should say. Where it's oh, it's 0.3, 0.5, who cares, right? Just MSQ. Maybe some new crafting gear. Maybe some new gathering gear. No new gear until 8.0. That's some cope I've seen on the... That's a meme image. I shouldn't say it's cope. Maybe it is cope, but it's a meme image I saw in the Disciples of Hand and Land chat discussion on the balance. But, Frightening Flood, Mermaids, Abnormal Arms, Noisy Nails? I mean... I was talking to Tourmaline in the DMs earlier today, so... In honor of my girl, let's do this. Not that this is a good idea in any sense of the word, but, maybe not shopping for a weapon mystery one is just such a overwhelming advantage that it just kind of happens. It's very unlucky to get first. I would love another point of knowledge, but I'd also like a katana. But, are we ever gonna get it? So probably not, right? Katana would be really funny. +1 knowledge would just be awesome. Katana would be really funny. So we went with the funny option. Because it's the holidays, let's have some fun. But, yeah, no, it was an even patch. So that means it's a raid patch. It's a static patch. It's a savage patch. Now, the savage ain't coming out for a little bit. We still got, 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, something like that. I was gonna say a month, but, it's been almost a week since the patch came out. So, that'd be wrong. Do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of movement. And I mean, it's like I never left, honestly. Why the fuck are we here at the cheerleading routine? Sorry, gotta leave my uncle's funeral temporarily to go attend cheerleading practice. you know how this is as a really hardcore cheerleader. I take my, I take it very seriously. I take it so seriously. And listen, Granduncle, he'd understand, alright? He'd support my decision. Alright. I don't know where we're going with that bit. Like, supportive Granduncle helping Miku chase her passions. Buying her first set of, like, what are they called? The little frilly things? The little... They're not frilly things. The, like the puff balls. Are they... Well, hold on. Cheerleader puffs. What are they called? Are they just called puffs? Metallic? Cheerleader... Pom-poms! Yeah. Grand Uncle buying Miku her first pair of pom-poms? Hell yeah. That's the shit right there. That's the fan fiction that we're writing today, alright? How about fuck you? How about fuck you, dude? How about fuck you, asshole? How about fuck you, piece of shit? How about leave me alone, dickhead? You wanna, like, devour my legs? We need those for cheerleading. Get the hell out of here, dickhead. I don't know. This is just gonna be one hell of an experience, honestly. But, you know, the holidays are creeping closer. Well, I mean, it's the holiday season. But, like, yeah, sure. I have a little -2 sanity here, which is listen, seeing an arcane magical rock spiral and spin magically is the same amount of sanity damage as walking in on 2 corpses and walking through a field. Now let's go neutral here. I'd like to get a fight that we can actually, we got no horror meter, and I'd like to actually get into a fight that we can win. Ooh, baby! We're going Doom. I mean, it's gonna be Doom positive, obviously, because of, you know, it's look who it is, but... Now, you take bonus from Sharp. I'm like 99% sure you do. So, what if we just balled? Lock in. If you can do anything if you put your mind to it. You are 2 cents on a Fortune 500 balance sheet. You're a rounding error. Sorry, if you can guess what unbeatable song I'm listening to, it is the one that samples the Northern Lion Sisyphus speech. But, we are ballin', honestly. Now, this could scale ridiculously quickly in a very wrong way. And I just remembered we're on Ill-Fated, which makes a lot of sense from how that mystery went. But I mean, we're playing Miku, so it's like, Mystery 1, you're basically playing Ill-Fated anyways. Frightening Flood is terrifying, I don't want that. Even with adrenaline and a bunch of strength, I'm scared. Oh yeah, I hate this. Is it really mermaids into abnormal arms? Just so that we can cure the burn? That's pretty scary, man. That's pretty fucking frightening. Thunder and lightning ain't so freaking frightening, though, if you really think about it. Doomed School, by the way. But, yeah, no, so how do I think about the raid tier? Obviously, I'm not gonna spoil, like, the designs or the themes of it. Outside of just saying, like, if you really like wrestling, the Arcadian is perfect for you. You know, I have a lot of friends who are fans of wrestling, and they were basically, like, screaming. Like, it is apparently, like, a perfect love letter if you love wrestling. And there's, like, so many little references and things that just kind of happen, and you think, oh, this is silly. But apparently, if you're a wrestling Andy, if you are a wrestling Andrew, there's a lot for you here. I don't know why we're doing this, by the way, because this is like sort of worse for us than the other way. Like, we should have fought the plant if we were gonna do something dumb like this. But you know, here we go. I need to level up because we have to fight like 20 bosses in this fucking run. I mean, yeah, we'll just take a little Doom as a treat, you know what I'm saying? I do kind of want something else, but I don't really know what I want. So I'm gonna shop around a little bit. That is exactly what I want. Thank you so much. That is exactly what I want. I would love that. Thank you. Pick up that book. Not a good book. It's a very slow and painful. It's a very slow and painful read. Alright, now, you're gonna hate me for this, because this is, like, our most took ending of all time. Like, I think if you, like, added up all of the endings we've ever gotten in a mystery, that would be, like, out of the multi-ending mysteries... Actually, you know what? That's not fair, because at least this one is a valid choice. That's a strategic choice. Some of them just end based on your timeline, and other ones aren't choices. There are no choice. There's, like, one ending. Or the ending is bugged, so you're always gonna take one ending over the other, even though the other ending's supposed to be better. So you know what? I take back what I said. Maybe we've taken more endings. Like, here's the thing, like, Alarming Account of Abnormal Arms, right? How many, like, the difference between how many lamps we've toppled and how many perverts we've seen is entirely dependent on... Crazy sentence, by the way. It's entirely dependent on, how many timeline A's we've gotten on this, because we play on the mystery timeline that's random, and how many times we've done this mystery and made that strategic choice. But anyways. God, I really need to play Unbeatable. I keep listening to the OST and I'm like, god damn. And then I keep seeing, like, videos about it, and, like, the animations and, like, cutscenes from the story, and it's like, oh, man. It was also involved with Discourse TM, because someone tried to, like, assassinate the game. Because there's a scene where, and this is really cool, by the way, people who don't want, like, if you've ever wanted, like, a rhythm game with a story that's an actual, like, story, this is real good. But there's a scene, I almost don't want to spoil it because it's so cool. It's like, what could you do in a rhythm game, like, narratively, and impact the gameplay, right? Like, there are only a couple of rhythm games that I can think of that are, like, heavily focused on their narrative, and one of them is the, I really don't want to say what I'm about to say, because it's, like, very rude and very reductive to the developer, because obviously it's a really cool game that they made, and I want to play it, and I don't want to just boil it down to what I'm about to say, but I'm so sorry. There's, like, an Undertale-like game where the combat is a rhythm game instead of, a bullet hell. I'm so sorry. That's such a reductive and rude thing. It's like... It's pseudo, like, calling this game... Like, this game is obviously inspired by H.P. Lovecraft and, Junji Ito. Obviously. The game takes heavy inspiration from both of those things, right? Sure, I would rather take 3 damage than, take Doom. Even though, in order to recover from that damage, we're probably going to have to, you know. But we're fighting a stamina boss, so it's alright. And then, of course, we just got that. Clutch! Alright, you piece of shit. Bring it on! But, that's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad at all. Okay, I was just trying to cheese the game. My bad, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. This is a YOLO, honestly. I kind of hate this. And the game is making me hate it a little bit. Alright, let's be reasonable here. Let's just be reasonable, okay? We take 3 damage. We tried to style on him a little bit. It didn't work. Fair enough. GG well played. GG well played, right? GG all, well played. We made some good decisions, we made some bad decisions. We took the line. We tried to get fancy with it, and it didn't work. And sometimes it doesn't work, that's alright. So you are going to get up to 8 knowledge just passively. We do need a point in dexterity to get up to 8 dexterity. I want to make our combat immediately better, though, so... Just remind me, that's right, you, right now, comment section down below, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Remind me, put 1 point in dexterity later, okay? It's a surprise tool, it'll help us later. I'm gonna need it in about, like, I don't know, 8 minutes, 6 minutes, I don't know. It's pretty important. I think we can do Flood now, right? I think we can do Flood now. We got 9 strength. We'll get 9 strength, 80 million, whatchamacallit? I think like 9 strength, right? Think 9 strength's good? Or do we want to get to like level 5 plus? I'm scared though. I'm so effing scared. Like, no matter what, you're gonna get the damage buff, so we're gonna need to get the ally that gives me -1. So what do we want to do? I don't know. Like, this guy's a motherfucker. You know what? He's a stamina boss, and this is a sanity boss, but we full heal during this mystery. So actually, we do this. We full heal, and then we'll have full stamina, and we're gonna take a shit ton of sanity damage fighting this guy, right? But I mean, we gotta run the gauntlet here. We're about to heal. Like, I had to. It was so funny. And it worked. It was a 95% chance times 4, alright? Like, we're playing XCOM here, I know, but we don't have a gun. Okay. So, the Theologist is at the school, which is exactly who we need. Now, I would like to get +1 damage as well, if that's okay, but I don't need that. I would like that, because 6 and 8 damage are going to be a lot better. But I'm okay. I'm okay with, god damn, that's beautiful. 9 strength is a godsend here. You did not heal, so you're owned. You're done. God damn, 9 strength with adrenaline is busted, dude. Absolute cinema. Okay, so we are going to play a little fast and loose here. I guess I'll just try the village. Because the village is, like, less threatening than the forest, right? Alright, I'm a little bit... You're messing with me here a little bit. Open the portal, Elephos? I mean, we have to, right? Nightmare. Horror. Scary. Okay, this just got a lot harder. This just got a lot harder, man. I don't know what to tell you. I knew that that was a possibility, but I was like, it's a 33% chance we get fucked, and it's a 66% chance we have a good time. Was it a 50... Like, okay, if you go to the Bleeding Desert... Does this game, like... I don't think it does, because I've seen some bullshit. But does it weight it in, like... Okay, you've got the Bleeding Desert once, and there are 2 otherworld locations, so instead of being a 33% chance, it's a 50-50? I don't think the game does that, because I've seen some bullshit in this game, man. But what if it did that, just for the Otherworld? But there's no way it could do that, because there were only 2 Otherworld locations on launch. Is that why I've seen some bullshit? Is that why I remember going to the Bleeding Desert like 2 or 3 times? Back in the good old days? God damn it, this game. I love this game. I hate this game. Fuck this game. This game's awesome. Don't get it twisted. Get it twisted. Oh, alright. So, we're fucked, by the way. It's bad. It's been grim. It's been grim. Here's the thing. So we start with this. Has to be done. We then do this. I just realized, you know what this reminds me of? This attacking sound effect? That reminds me of Loop Hero. You know what I mean? Any loop hero chat? Any loop heroes in the chat? Anybody on their time loop? That one friend who's 2 time loop? That's my favorite version of that, by the way. It's like that one friend who's 2 woke, but it's like that one friend who's 2 time loop. Okay, alright. We're basically just gambling here. And we want to win the gamble. It's not even a coin flip. It's in our favor heavily, but fuck me. You know what's funny? This is a savage anecdote. But we have a long-running bit in our static. Let's go gambling! Aw, shit. Thank God it wasn't the super attack that just does like 90% of your health for free. Okay, it's time to take sanity. It is unfortunately time to take sanity. I would have liked to take dexterity, but it is what it is. We got 60% doom, by the way. Okay, Frostbite needs to go. Frostbite needs to go to hell where it belongs. But hey, we have handcuffs, and this guy's a human boss, so that's pretty cool, right? But, we have like a long-running bit in our static where, when somebody says fuck me, another one of our raid members says maybe later. And I don't say fuck me very often. Like, it's very rare. But, like, I don't know, was it a couple months ago? Like, my concept of time is completely screwed, alright? By the way, I gotta go do something on my laptop real quick. We're on the laptop arc, but I don't think you can hear... I don't think you can, whatchamacallit. I don't think you can hear that. Are you serious? I need more of this? Oh my god, that's so cringe. I thought I had... So here's the thing, I'm hitting... Maybe one of the reasons why I might have seemed distracted in this video is... I have been hitting macros, crafting macros on my laptop, because guess what? It's an even patch, so that means there's new crafted raid gear. That's right. And, let me tell ya, I'm dumb. I thought I had enough of the stupid Durali pigments, the Urkelpacha linens, but I don't. Because I'm cringe. I think I just got a DM from... Did I get a DM from the general? Let me get back to ya on that in, like, 20 mins. This run's not gonna go on for longer than 20 minutes, right? But, you know, organizing a crafting thing... Oh, hell yeah. We just got an infusion. We got dabbed up. Durali pigments incoming. God. Beautiful, wonderful. I can continue hitting the crafting macros. Just gotta salute the general real quick. If you're wondering who the general is, well, listen, I've uploaded my, shouldn't say my, the FC, the Free Company Statics Clears, on, Dancing Green and Sugar Riot. We're working through, Abominator right now. So, you know, you can learn who the general is through that, or when, Tourmaline, Rhea, or Perf, streams our whatchamacallits, randomly. They don't do it very consistently, but when they do, you could find out who the general is. But anyways, this is a different static. I'm not talking about the V-Kick Renene static. I'm talking about my main one that I've been in for a long, long time. Like, since Eric Tombstone Tony, okay? This is the OG, right? So, for, like, the first time, probably, like, a few months ago, that's actually probably not true. My sense of time is completely cooked, alright? My sense of time is, absolutely, But, oh god, no. No, I activated DS4 Windows, no! Okay, are we good? Whenever I activate DS4 Windows or plug in my, DualShock 4 controller, whenever I do that shit, it always fucks up the audio on my computer, but hopefully it didn't fuck up the OBS. I'm praying. I'm praying. I don't want to re-record this. I don't want to upload a video with no audio. Please! But yeah, so, in some indeterminate amount of time, because my sense of time is completely, irreversibly fucked, I said, fuck me, during a raid once. And that was, like, probably the first time in, like, 2+ years, or since the bit started. Because the bit spin is a long-running bit, right? And, on impulse, the static member said that, and they say it for everyone, you know, man or woman. And they say it to everybody, but that was the first time they said it to me, and they were like, oh, I'm sorry. They were like, they said it just completely impulsively, and then they started apologizing to me. They're like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, I feel bad for saying that. And I just started laughing my ass off. And now, so, in the very, very rare instance where I say fuck me during a raid, I get a very, like, question mark hesitant, maybe later. I don't even know if I even set up the joke properly, because I was like, did I even say the maybe later part is what the static member says they always follow that up with? I think I've been distracted too much. Absolutely insane. Let's donate our blood, right? Donate our blood? No, don't donate our blood. It's a stamina boss. What the hell am I thinking about? But yeah, no, the joke is that they always follow up with maybe later whenever anybody says fuck me. And, apparently apparently, saying it to me is like, they felt, like, bad about it. And then they apologized, like, 5 times during that poll. And I thought that's really funny. Which, by the way, none of that is ever, like... There's no precedent for that, by the way. That's just the live static reaction. And I have no idea why. I don't get it. What's with this guy, huh? -2 stamina, motherfucker. Alright, we're gonna rest. Do I want to rest again? It's a stamina boss Andy, and this is Mystery 5. And we do kind of need to get to 80% Doom, but I don't think that's gonna be, like, particularly difficult. So, I'm gonna do it again just for safety. We might have to rest a couple more times to reach it. Did we already get, I think we did, right? Yeah, we already got time skip. Okay, we're good. Alright, dickhead. Time to square up. I mean, I think we just, like, rush him down, right? Like, I think we just beat him to death with hammers, and then we handcuff him? Take him away, boys! You can't handcuff the enemy yet. Alright, let's fucking kill this guy. I had the option of going the pacifist route, but, you wanted to throw hands. Hey, there's roads closed. That's crazy, by the way. Roads closed being the last thing. Very lucky. Because we did jaunt around in the outside of the town quite a bit. And I didn't, Yeah, no dex, by the way. No dex. No dex, no int? Well, actually, that's fine. Because what I'm going to do right here is we have int. Look at that. Look who it is. Also, we're full health, so it doesn't matter anyways. It'd be cool to get charisma. Putting 3 points into charisma is, like, crazy, though. Like, I almost think that this would be, like, a thematic buff, or, like, a thematic gameplay change. I don't think it would actually be, like, a good balance decision, because Miku is already pretty strong in the late game. Yeah, there we go. Just guessed. I looked at the 4 mysteries, and I was like, what order would I do those in? Yeah, there we go. Because I remember we ran away from Mad Plant Guy. Man-eating plant. Mad Plant? How the fuck did I get there? Well. There you go. We had the handcuffs for the ultimate opportunist. Achievement unlocked. Just kidding. We already have the achievement. This video has been completely unhinged. You know what's funny? I was thinking about Tourmaline because when I was scrolling through the default color palettes, because I don't have anything enabled on the reshade, right? And I saw Shiba, right? Shiba is the color palette that Tourmaline used in her original World of Horror series, which I don't think is out anymore, because I think she had to take that down. But this is the color palette that she always uses, and so this is the color palette I associate with her. Right? Like, when I'm looking at the color palettes, this is the one I associate with Tourmaline, and then the one I associate with me is Jaguar, because I like the blue and the pink. I think it's a great... I think blue and pink are great colors. But, you know, very interestingly, by the way, pink is, like, my 4th favorite color. It is not, like, I love pink, but, like, the goats are always gonna be, for me, purple, blue, and yellow. Absolute cinema. But anyways, this has been an absolute fucking disaster. I never finished the anecdote from earlier, but basically, you know, ever since recording Dog Witch for, like, I think my longest Dog Witch session was, like, 7 hours. The thing is, I've never crashed once recording any game that wasn't World of Horror. So, It might be my OBS settings fucking with World of Horror in some way, or it might just be World of Horror. But, like, World of Horror is the only game that I expect to crash my computer when I'm playing it. Only recording it. Only recording it. But then again, I don't know that, because maybe it just randomly crashes my computer even without recording on OBS. Who the fuck knows? Because when I'm playing this game, I'm recording it. But anyways, thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. The Maria Carey is, like, unthawed, and she's, like, running towards your current position right now. You better board up your windows and your doors. You better barricade yourself. Because winter is here. And Maria Carey is completely unfrozen. And she's unrestrained. Stay safe out there.